My controversial opinion that I 100% believe in.
I have a couple. Number one, I heart tap water. All faucet, no filter, I'll drink it. Been drinking it since I was a kid. It's free, it's fine, and I'm not dead yet. I like tap water. Carpet is better than hardwood floors. Hardwood floors just makes everything cold, and I feel like there's crumbs everywhere. Carpet's just cozier. The Beatles are overrated. I will not be going into detail. I don't want to hear it. Double stuffed Oreos have too much cream. Get the regular Oreos. The ratio is much better. Then we have, there's no need to wait until the oven is preheated. I don't believe in preheating my oven. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not getting up more than once to put in my pizza. It's going in as soon as I'm preheating. Then we have turbulence is the best part of a flight. Sorry if you're scared of flights, if it gives you anxiety, but enjoy the turbulence. You know, you're not gonna die, it's just a little shaky, so enjoy the ride. And then lastly is that everybody looks better in a crew neck over a hoodie. It's just facts, you just look better. And my last one's probably more controversial for the medical field, but I think that Q-tips go in your ears. It's where they belong. It just feels right, you know?
What's your hot take on Pokemon?
I like the inanimate object Pokemon. The trash bag is good. The jingling keys is good. Japan has this thing where if an object exists for long enough, it gets a soul. And all of these come from that kind of idea. People see a pair of keys and they go, bad design. Meanwhile, we have Pokemon in the first generation that people laud over that are just 3 of it. Or just, it's a ball. Nothing has gotten worse. They're just getting pickier.
Week 3 NFL hot takes. Here we go. Number 5, I don't even know if this is a hot take anymore, but the Dallas Cowboys have the worst defense in the National Football League, specifically against the pass. They have been absolutely destroyed the last 2 weeks by Russell Wilson and Caleb Williams. Big plays after big plays, breakdowns after breakdowns. I don't even think Micah Parsons would help this unit at this point. Number 4, the Bengals should trade for Kirk Cousins. The Bengals had playoff aspirations coming into this season, and with Joe Burrow probably out the rest of the year, those are going up in smoke, and we saw that yesterday with a blowout loss in Minnesota. They need somebody serious under center. Jake Browning's not the guy. Kirk Cousins, I think, very well could be with that offense. Number 3, I still think Kansas City's on the ropes a little bit. If you look at the remainder of their schedule, it is not forgiving at all. Yes, they beat the Giants last night, but it wasn't even all that impressive specifically on the offensive side. I know they're missing a couple of weapons, but I think they still need to be better. Number 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers need another wide receiver. I think Aaron Rodgers still has a lot in the tank, and he showed that through 3 weeks, but I think they need one more really solid weapon if they're going to be a great offense. DK Metcalf has been solid. Calvin Austin, I think, has earned Aaron Rodgers' trust, but I still think they need one more piece. And number 1, if I had an MVP vote right now, it would go to Justin Herbert. He has been tremendous so far this season. He led another game-winning drive yesterday and was masterful against a very good Denver defense, in my opinion. If I were an MVP voter, he's my guy, and if he continues to play this way, I think he wins the award.
Daniel, what is your music hot take?
I hate anything written by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Okay, let's dive into that.
Because he's got Phantom of the Opera, he wrote Cats.
Why do you think Cats was the #1 show on Broadway for years and years?
I think it was the Avatar of its time.
Ooh.
I think it was
What a fun take.
I think it was visually interesting, and nobody's seen that before. He also wrote something called Bad Cinderella. It's like some woman be like, I'm not your normal Cinderella, I'm a bad Cinderella. And she turned around, she spray paints the word bad in front of Cinderella, which is like, what are you talking about, dog? I also think he can't actually, I don't think he transposes keys because he has so many of those clavinovas. He doesn't write a song in like E flat minor. He writes it in C and then he hits the transpose button 4 times. I think that's where
Stop it.
comes
No.
from. Is him
Just
just hitting
transposing.
the transpose button in between.
And it's like, ooh, this is kind of a bop.
That's my theory.
No
That's
kidding.
my theory. Yeah.
Back with another menswear hot take. What's your menswear hot take?
All men should be dressed well because it just doesn't take that much work. To be a woman who's dressed well, there's a lot of things you have to take into account. There are so many trends when it comes to women's wear. Men's clothing, it's like classic. It generally like doesn't change that much. I feel like men have literally no excuse. You don't even have to worry about like hair, makeup in the same way women do. So at the very least, like have a pant that fits you well.
You just triggered a bunch of people, but thank you.
I'm not a hater, but sometimes I just hate things and I can't help it. This wedding flower trend is like the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Tell me that doesn't just look like you're holding celery sticks. Literally every other flower is so much prettier. Bouquets like this are just so ugly. That's my hot take of the day. Do you agree?
So what's your take?
I think introverts are morally weak.
100% disagree. That's quite rude. That's quite rude.
That was the nicest way I could put it.
The nicest way to put it?
Yes. If you're an introvert, I think it's not your fault. I think you matter and you are loved by God, but I think you need to try to change.
Come out of your shell a little bit?
Yes. Human beings are social animals, right? The labor that we do is social, but we've set up these categories where we say some people do the social stuff and other people don't have to do it. Extroverts, we're taking intellectual risk in a conversation. We're taking theatrical risk. But then the introvert in the corner, they just get to be over there. And there's this narrative, oh, they have their genius ideas going on over there that they wouldn't even deign to bestow upon us mortals. Let's hear it then. I think it's emotional labor. I think it's social labor. I think it's intellectual. I think it's basically every kind of labor.
You think introverts need to come out of their shell?
Yes.
What if they don't want to? In an era of positivity around all bodies, all genders, all religions, all people.
All right, Mr. Woke.
No, it's not woke. It's not woke. I just want introverts. They look at me and they go, "Man, that guy is so charismatic. Look at how cool he is. He's so cool."
Oh, you want a little?
I want an audience.
Audience.
Without my introverts, no one would be watching me. Extroverts, they're all trying to be the star.
How am I supposed to dog on someone who wants to be on Subway Take?
I just want them to watch. We need watchers.
Yeah.
Introverts, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching the show.
You have a point, but extroverts watch you too.
No, they don't.
I watch you.
Oh. I need a nap.